Welcome to The Life of Hair. My name's James Atkinson. Thank you for choosing to join into this week's episode. So this week's episode is an absolute cracker. It's one that I have wanted to make specifically for an enormously long time. It's a really quick video. It really just epitomizes the technique. It is the most useful technique that I know to create texture, movement without creating wispy ends and thick roots. It just is an absolute winner in my book. It's a little scary to begin with, but if you start practicing it on your friend, mannequin head, whatever, and you get your head into the technique, you will be thrilled with the results. So I hope you enjoy it, and if you want to take your Life of Hair education further, then please go down to the description, join my Patreon, and here's an added bonus: for joining the Patreon right now, you will automatically get a discounted rate of membership for the new digital academy, which will be hopefully coming around Christmas time if everything goes to plan. If not, it will be early in the new year. So I am beavering away in the background at that, and I cannot wait to share that platform with you. It really is something that I am very proud of and really wanted to create for most of my life. So thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you again in another episode of Life of Hair very soon. Right, we're going to move on to texturising Dylan's hair now. So if you watch regularly, you'll probably know what my favourite technique is. We're going to use a little bit of channel cutting, which you can do in two ways. You can open and close the blade like so and work down the hair. One thing that you have to really bear in mind is that all the hair is brushed in the direction of which you're cutting, and you can see that's taken away quite a lot of hair through there, and that takes hair away from the ends of the hair and internally as well. So we're really promoting texture in the hair by doing this. So lots of people are very scared of this technique. They're sort of, for very straight hair textures that you require movement in, doing a technique like this is really important. The other way of doing this technique as well is to keep the scissors, rather than tip down and open and close, is to keep the scissors absolutely adjacent to the scalp. So the bottom blade is right on the head, and you are just simply not opening and closing, but just simply slightly opening and closing the scissors, so it's not completely closing, and it takes off less hair. So you can see there's a lot less hair removed. So if you want a little bit more of a delicate way of going about it, this is definitely it. On Dylan's hair, we do need a bit more oomph, if you like, in his hair, so we're going to do it with a little bit more open and close style as we work through the section. But I mean, this is the best technique for me. I just love this technique. I love the texture that it creates. I love the, you know, where it takes short hairs and long hairs and really starts to create texture and movement in someone's hair without, you know, needing to do too much work for them. You know, there's no product in Dylan's hair here, but we can start to see that it's starting to look really textured, and a lot of movement and a lot of separation between hairs. So we do exactly the same on the opposite side, and I'm not going to move position. All I'm going to do is turn Dylan's head towards me and do exactly the same thing. Nice and easy. And then we can also sweep the hair in a certain direction and do exactly the same thing. So if we look at the side of Dylan's hair here, we've got a disconnect. If we want it, a less visual disconnection, we can come through and channel cut into that disconnection, and that leaves a softer line in this area, and that means we can't see the disconnection quite so obviously, which is also a nice way of going about it.